Hello. Welcome to Mindset Monday on this fabulous Monday afternoon. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. If you are here live, hi Rainbow Ree. If you're here live, drop me a sparkle emoji. It's in the title, so I figured it'd be Sparkle Emoji Day. Drop me a sparkle emoji if you're live, and if you're joining us on the replay, drop a unicorn emoji so we know who so we know who's here live and who is here on the replay. And welcome either way. Thank you, thank you. Hi, everybody. Dina, Poppy, Julia, Trinary, Elena, Julia, I'm sorry, Ashley, Michael, Shantae, Stay. Hello, Adrian. Hello, Wendell, Minnie, Rainbow Reed, T-Mac, Maria. Hello, Whitney. Hello, everybody. I can't tell what your name is just because EC Hater, is that what it is? Made Mindset Monday, just got back from a concert in UK. Nice, welcome. What concert? Thank you, Julia. Appreciate you. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. Elisa, Tatiana. Hello. Kim. Hi, Kim. Michael. Hello. Oliveri. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Leanne. Lil M's here. Hello, everybody. So welcome to the Mindset Monday chat. Today, I wanted to talk about manifesting fast. Okay, so I want to talk about manifesting fast and fast manifestation techniques, but I also want to talk about the repercussions of fast manifestation, because there is something that kind of happens when you manifest fast. And if you're not really prepared for it, or if you don't have a system to support yourself set up in place, then it's easy to fall back into your old ways, or to kind of like sabotage yourself, or to go back into alignment with who you used to be and not with who you are becoming. And so I want to ask everybody if you've ever manifested anything really fast and then you felt really like triggered, or you lost it, or it was really scary, or you started to worry, or you started to doubt, or you manifested away. That is the vibe I wanted to kind of get into today, is like why that happens and how to avoid it from happening. Or actually, let's take that back, because it's not about avoiding it. It is about allowing it and then knowing how to get through it. Ashley says, yes, I did, and I wasn't ready for it. If you don't mind sharing and elaborating, I would love, to welcome your experience, but also only feel free sharing what you're comfortable sharing, of course. But Ree says, yup. Shantae says, yeah, I got it. Super scared. I hadn't heard of anybody talking about everyone as you pushed out yet. Oh, okay. Got you. Leanne says, definitely need to hear this today. It's perfect alignment, Leanne. So if you're just now joining us, the question that I posted to the chat is, oh, Michael, you said it happened to you too. If you've ever manifested something really fast and then like you got it and it was really scary, or you weren't able to kind of hold on to it, or you started fearing you were going to lose it, or you did lose it, you manifested it away. What was that like for you? Because that's what we want to talk about today, is how to deal with that, because it's kind of like, I don't want to use this. I really don't want to use this word or just even talk about this instrument, but it's the analogy they're giving me is like the recoil of like something that when you shoot it, the recoil, right? The pop back part. There's something about when you have a manifestation, and especially when it happens fast, when the manifestation comes through, you are moved so like far along your timeline, or let's say that you're moved into a different version of your reality that you're not exactly prepared for. And so being able to hold on to that manifestation at that level is like what it comes down to. Are you able to then step into that new version of yourself right then and there when that thing comes through, when you manifest it, because that is what is happening. You are being called to actually show up and be the version that does have that thing that you've been manifesting. And so if you are consciously preparing yourself, you're always working on manifesting. You're always working on handling your fears and pushing through fears and allowing yourself to feel, but you're still moving forward, supporting yourself, coaching yourself through it. Then it's almost like Dina just said, it feels like a test. It's exactly like that, okay? Because you manifest the new thing. Now you can imagine, okay, I'm in the next reality. Now, if you're in the new reality, you can think of it like a test, or you can think of it simply as in the new reality, there are going to be different things, and you are going to be required to respond to that reality, or maybe it's even the same things. It doesn't really matter, but you're going to be required to respond to your new reality as the new version if you are the new version. And it's really like not like hard when you kind of think of it in the very literal sense. It's like if I'm taking a step up on a staircase, then I'm on that step now. You know what I mean? And I'm just on that step now, and whatever's on that step is on the step with me. It's not personal. It's not because the universe feels XYZ about you. It's simply because you have moved into a new reality or a new version of yourself, and now you must act like that new version of yourself in order to stay in that new reality. If you then meet your manifestation with your old self, your old fears, your old worries, your old responses, you're simply going to manifest yourself back into that reality. Okay. And so this is why we're talking about it with manifesting fast, because there's a good side and maybe I don't want to say a downside, but we might call it that, because a lot of people want their manifestations very fast. However, they're not prepared to hold on to the manifestation at that level. And so they lose it. Right. So you have to be able to not just manifest the thing that you want next and work through whatever blocks or fears or whatever's in the way currently from you having it. Then you must maintain that new thing forever, right? You have to make the change with your reality. If you don't change along with your reality is just going to go back to what you're doing because it's taking its cues from you, not the other way around. So you may want a fast manifestation. However, are you prepared to handle it when it comes? And then this is the other thing also, like Dina was saying, are you prepared to handle the test, to pass the test? Because the other side of this is that when you are called to quote unquote prove that you're in your new reality, that test thing or whatever, a lot of the times the tests are not super fun to go through. And so what I've noticed with my clients and even with myself, like just to be straight up, like there will be an avoidance of dealing with the quote unquote test or the negative part or the hard part because it's scary or it's hard or, we don't want to deal with the hard part. You don't want to take the test. You don't want to be greeted with that thing that you've been worried about or something that is negative or something that's going to trigger you. Nobody wants to be triggered. Everybody wants to just manifest a happy life and everything is good forever. But like what I have seen throughout my journey and as a coach is like, it is never like that. And every time you ascend and every time you get to a new level, you will be called to prove that you are that one. You have to demonstrate that you are that in order to maintain the reality. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm walking on a street, I have to stay on that street. I have to keep walking on that street to get to whatever is at the end of the road. I can't expect to get to the end of this particular road by walking down that road. It's very obvious when you think about it. But there is that point when you really are, I'm seeing like the hero's journey in my head right now. They're like, you have to like pick up the sword and the shield sometimes, and you have to like prove yourself. Not because there's judgment there, but because simply you must stay on the road that you of which the destination is that you would like to get to. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like a personal thing. It is just straight up facts. Like if the thing I want to get to is on this street, then I have to walk down the street in order to get there. I cannot get to that thing at the end of the street by going that way. It just can't happen. Dita says, I'm passing today with an A++++. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. I love it. So understand that if you want to be somebody who is manifesting fast, you're doing up level after up level after up level. You have all these things that you want to get in life, all these places you want to go, all these versions of yourself that you want to experience. Understand that throughout all of that journey, every time you make a shift and you move into a new era or a new iteration of who you are, you're going to be called to stand as that version, essentially. You know what I mean? Like you can't fold and be your old self and expect to continue manifesting the new thing. So let's talk about your questions. If you have questions about, it's 444. Questions about manifesting fast or about this kind of passing the test thing, drop it in the chat. Create in Company says, manifested my SP coming in last week and I passed the test. Yes, congratulations. That's awesome. Miss Carry-On says, Miss Mary Carry-On says, taking risks through uncertainty. Yes, absolutely. And that's really the real key to it all, is that you are moving without needing to know what's coming, or you're leaping without a net because you're trusting. And when you trust, okay, now I'm seeing, sorry, I'm just like what they're lining up for me. Now they're telling me Einstein, like the equal and opposite reaction. When you trust, the manifestation of that is that there has to be something like, okay, sorry, now they're showing me a trust fall. When you fall, something has to catch you because you trusted. And so the correlating reality of you trusting has to be you being supported. Does that make sense? Like your trust in itself is the manifestation of it working out. Does that make sense? It's like the exact same, like, okay, so they show me, sometimes when they show me the connection between our thoughts and the reality that they create, it's like string theory. Okay. So all the thoughts that you think, or let's say maybe even the reality, the versions of yourself or the versions of your life, there are corresponding thoughts that manifest that. And they show it to me like again, like string theory. So they're like instantly and always like interconnected. And so when you trust, the trusting that it's going to work out, that string goes to a reality where it works out. It has to. Oh, I like that. That came out in a new way. I love it. I'm glad that's making sense, Dina. Hi, Emily. Whew. Maria says, what if I'm so sad about SP all the time? I'm going to say this. This is going to sound a little sassy, but I mean this in the best possible way. Like, you need a fucking hobby. Like, and I know that sounds sassy, but honestly, and I've seen you, like, I've seen you looking at you're looking at my programs, you're looking at the letting go thing. I've seen you like in my comments and stuff. And I'm telling you this right now. I was really upset and sad and like disgruntled for real about my husband before I was trying to think of what to call him. My husband before we got like officially together. And I just was trying to get him so bad. And I was really upset at, like, just bummed and mad and like how dare he kind of vibes. And then the day that I was just like, you know what? I don't need it to be about him. I'm okay on my own and I'm like amazing and my life's going to be great. He came through within hours. I didn't even have time to enjoy being single. And that's honestly the vibe. I was like, really? After I just let you go and I was just ready to just go be single and be happy and be excited and just like welcome the world. That's when he came through. But it was like, okay, I could see what it was. It was, I was the barrier, and I was constantly making him not choosing me my whole fucking story. That's all I thought about and focused on and talked about. And then, like, literally the second, like, I'm not even fucking joking, the second I decided to make it about me, he was there. He was there immediately. And, like, I don't know how many times I gotta tell this story. Probably forever. But, like, it is okay to focus on yourself and, like, turn your attention on you. And not only is it okay, but that is what makes them turn their attention on you as well. When your attention is all on them, so is theirs. When you think they're the most important thing, so do they. When you think you're the most important thing and you trust, like we were just talking about with the trust fall, that you're going to be taken care of, that's when the people, that the objects of your affection, get to see you that way. And it happens immediately because you're instantly moving into your new reality all the time. Yep, and put your attention on you. Yes, yes, yes. And like, hi Tam, this is, this happened 15 years ago and it's still working. You know what I mean? Like, I made a shift and so did he. And he became a different version than I knew even existed. And the relationship that I had been wanting just happened. And it was actually better than I even knew was possible because I didn't even know that this version of him existed. And this is before I knew about manifesting. So this manifestation is completely, like, all intuitive and pure and clean. So that's why I really try to, like, break it down for you. I'm actually going to put this thing up real fast. The letting go, where is it? This thing. Yeah, the letting go bundle. I put together, I basically, like, reverse engineered the steps that I went through this arc of, like, bringing him through, and all the courses that I have that kind of, like, take you through those steps. So that's what's up in the little QR code if you want to scan that. Otherwise, it's available on my Instagram. What are those things called? The story highlights. So this idea of allowing yourself to kind of release and believe and trust, and then yas, yas, yas over here, that's what worked for me. And it worked really fast. And like I said, it was a very clean and pure manifestation because I didn't know about manifesting. So it was all just straight up, like, a real true moment of letting go, a true surrender, no ulterior motives. That's a key. No ulterior motives. I knew I would see him again. We were next door neighbors and we were in the same friend group. There was no way I wasn't going to see him. So there was no anger. There was no, like, it was just, I love you. I'm sorry. You can go now. You don't have to, you don't have to live up to this standard that I'm forcing you to live up to. And it was that releasing of that brought him through very fast. Emmy, it's back up. Your holistic homegirl says, I've noticed right before leveling up at times, things really fall apart. Yeah. So back to the idea of manifesting fast, okay? When you manifest something fast, you need to be prepared to hold on to it at that next level, okay? So let's talk about the manifestation with my husband. If I had then gone back and been like, oh my God, I hope he still likes me. I hope that now we're, like, together, like, blah, blah, blah. It would have chased him away again. But after that happened, I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah, it is me. And I told you, motherfucker, I fucking told you. And I still, and I'm still like that today. Like, I know I'm a fucking catch, and that's okay. And I think everybody should know that about themselves, because knowing that about yourself is what makes you a catch. It's what my husband just said, yep, from the other room. It's what makes you a catch and what makes other people realize that you are a catch. When you understand why you are valuable in a relationship, that's literally all it is. I bring value to the relationship in XYZ ways. That's literally all it is. Acknowledging that and being like, and you shall exchange in kind. I give this, you give this. Same. We exchange even levels, not this, not give, none, or vice versa, even. And when you just see that and see that, it's literally like it's like the barter system. I'm giving you 3 fucking rose quartz gems, and you're gonna give me a fucking rutabaga. I don't know, right? So you understand what the value of your trade is, and you expect the trade in return. And you don't make the fucking trade unless you're getting equal return. What you want for it. And if I don't want a rutabaga, then why would I give away my precious little quartzies for a fucking rutabaga? Go get a potato. Go get I don't know what. A tofu. Go get a pile of soybeans that you're going to make into a tofu. Whatever. So when you really just look at it as, yes, it is an exchange. It's just an exchange of energy and frequency, time together, mindset, like really thinking about who it is that you're exchanging this shit with and what you're giving in return. Are you getting back what you're giving? And you expect to receive that because you know what you're giving. And if you just stay aware of what you know you have to offer and not worry that it's not good enough for what they have to offer in return, because they're an adult and they can also choose to exchange their goods with whoever they choose. And so if you're choosing to exchange your goods with each other, we just exchange. I trust this transaction. I'm not going to be doubting it the whole time and looking for holes in it. Because if you look for holes, you're going to fucking poke some and then you'll find them. Julia says, when you let go of your husband, how did you not affirm that you are single and stay single? I did affirm that I was single. I didn't stay single because the person that I actually, I mean, it wasn't like I stopped caring about him. I just like was like, I release you from, okay, here, let me explain something to you. When you are so obsessed with your SP, and I'm not judging you because this is what I was doing myself. When you're so obsessed with your SP, what you're saying is, listen, person, you must perform these tasks for me, which are, let's be real honest, a bit salacious if we're going to be real, right? Like if you were to put what you want from your SP, if you were real true about all the things that you want from your SP, the whole list, you wouldn't be putting that in a fucking wanted ad in the newspaper. Right? Does that even exist? On Craigslist, whatever, right? Like hopefully not, right? Do you get my point? It's like you're quite literally demanding that this person perform all these tasks for you so that you will be happy, and you're screaming, and I will not be happy until you do it. And in fact, I'm going to sit here and be sad. I'm going to pout. I'm going to make my whole life suck. I'm going to drain the energy out of every fucking room I'm in and every conversation I have because that person over there won't do what I say. They won't come over and kiss me and hug me and hold me and devote their life to me. That's what it fucking sounds like. That's why letting go works, okay? Because the second you stop doing that, oh, maybe you're a little bit more attractive now. Maybe I might actually want to go around you when that's not the fucking energy you're putting out. Like a tantrum. Exactly, Froggy. Kim says, exactly, because you're talking from lack. Exactly. And it's no judgment, again, because this is where I was. And that was the realization I had. And I was like, I've told this story before. I got the ick from myself. I was like, my bad. Because I'm not that girl. I'm not that fucking girl. Remember? I know what I fucking bring to the table. I know who the fuck I am. And so it was that moment of being like, ew. Like, how embarrassing of me to have been like trying to force this poor sweet man into a fucking relationship with me when he clearly doesn't want that. Like, and I love him and myself enough to say, my bad. You can like go ahead and live your life. Like, I release you from that. I don't need you to do that for me anymore. I made that realization. I said, fuck, it felt so good. And I was like, I'm going to the fucking club. I'm like texting my girl. I'm like, let's go out, blah, blah, blah. I get all ready. I open my door. Remember, we live next door to each other. Who's walking down the hall? Ooh, let's go. Because we had the same friend group. And I'm like, are you, yeah, he's like, this motherfucker, he's in the other room. And exactly, I was like, are you for real, motherfucker? I just let your ass go. And I was like a little bit kind of like, really? You're going to come, you're coming, then my first night out single, you're coming? And then we went out and he was like a different person. He was opening my doors. He was like paying for all my drinks. Like it was just a completely different experience than I had ever had. And again, we'd been friends and I was chasing him for years. So I had been down the road many a time and it was completely different. It was exactly what I felt I deserved treatment wise. And I was like, well, fuck, okay. If this is what it's going to be, or if this is how it's, this is what's I've been waiting for this whole time, let's do it. Cause I had been wanting it. Right. And I was ready. Like when I decided to go out, I was like, watch out, world. Just literally watch out. Cause I am hell on wheels right now. I'm hell on heels. And whoever I just see that I decide I want is mine. And I knew it. And I was going to have that person. Like I was gonna find my person. And I did. And I just didn't expect it to be him. So, again, like I like to tell this story because it was so, again, no ulterior motives. Cause I didn't know that it was possible to like to choose your reality at the time. I had no clue. This is back like in my atheist days. I didn't believe in anything. Okay. So, it really like helped and worked, and it was the thing. And like I said, I didn't even know that there was a different version or whatever you want to call it of my husband. I had known him for years. We were friends. So to see him act, and like take care of me in a different way that I didn't even know he was capable of. I was going to settle for way less than I didn't even know he was capable of. And I was fine with that. That's what I wanted. I wanted that less. I was fine with the breadcrumbing that he was giving. It was maybe like half the cake. It wasn't like just breadcrumbing, but it wasn't the whole thing. And I was fine with that. And that's what I was like begging for. And then when I was like, nah, I'm good, thanks, I got the whole thing. So, hi, Rosanna. Good night. Sweet dreams. Holistic Homegirl says, nothing is more cringe than realizing you're not living up to your own standards of yourself. Yeah. And so like that moment for me really just changed everything. Creating company. Has he ever explained the behind the scenes of his change? Yeah. So behind the scenes. So one thing I did do in 3D, I did all of this on my own. I had my own decision, made my own decision, but I did change my Facebook status because we were like Facebook official, but we weren't actually in a relationship. It was very strange. Again, it was very weird. So I changed my Facebook status to single. He never went on Facebook. So I honestly didn't think that he would even see it. I did it for me, but apparently he got a notification. And I didn't know that. So on his end, he just randomly gets a notification that's like, Roxy changed her status to single. And he was like, oh shit. And so on his end, it was like, okay, well, do you like this girl? Yeah. Are you ready to give it up? Not really. Do you, are you ready to see where it goes? Might as well. And so it was kind of like a shit or get off the pot moment for him. And so that's what happened on his end. But I honestly didn't think that he would see it. so when I didn't find that out till like way later. So I was like, wait, they fucking told you? Like, oh, okay, Facebook. I felt a little betrayed, but it did the job. So exactly. And it was very inspired action. Yeah, exactly. Missy says, sitting with my daughter Tristan, catching the live. We've been talking all day about how to let go, and poof, there we go. Yes, exactly. Yes, and honestly, it really, really, I can't say it enough. It was what worked. So when I tell you to let go, when I tell you to work on yourself, when I tell you to feel like you're the baddest bitch in the room, I'm not doing it because like I heard somewhere that it might work. I'm telling you because that's what motherfucking works. And like, and he's in there laughing like, am I wrong? No. So I don't know if they can hear you, but he said no. He said no, right? No, he said no. So But seriously, like when you decide that you're amazing, that is what it gets reflected for your SP. They see you as amazing. But when it's all about like them being the star of the show, they are the star of the show. And it's, you're a mirror. Froggy. Oh, Froggy, you're so cute. You said I made that realization too. As soon as I started having fun with dating and not taking it seriously at all, I fell in love with August. I know you guys are so cute, and I love that I have screenshots of Froggy or of August talking about manifesting you, and it just like warms my little heart. I'm like, oh my god, they're so cute. Like you're our little official manifestation couple. Yeah. Deep ticks. Yeah, exactly. It's all about self-concept. And the reason why is because yourself is manifesting. It only makes sense when you really understand how your reality is created, which is from your point of view. If you just orient your focus in a direction of like, it's working out for me and it's going my way, and even when I have to do something hard, or even when I have to pass these tests, or even when something quote unquote negative happens, I know it's working out for me even as this is going down. And that's really how you maintain this shift. You allow yourself to have to do the tests. You allow yourself to do what's scary, because that is a part of the journey. And if you avoid the scary part, you avoid the reward. Holding yourself back from the scary part holds you back from the reward. So when you make a practice of just doing the scary thing, just ripping the Band-Aid off, just doing it fast and just getting it out of the way, then you're able to move through your new levels faster, and you're able to get to next manifestation after next manifestation. Hey, thanks, Leanne. Froggy says, also your manifestation reached me through August, your manifestation of waking up the world. That's so awesome. I'm going to have to go take a screenshot of that. Thank you. That's awesome. I love you guys. Okay, so let's take a short Q&A. And he says, do you think the laws of the universe are always cause and effect? No, I don't think they're cause and effect at all, actually. You said I've done plenty of letting go in different areas of life and crickets. Okay, I don't know your story, Emmy. I'm just going off of intuition. What I feel is, and tell me if this, I mean, obviously, if this doesn't resonate, then just tell me to fuck off. But like what it feels like, I feel indignation. I feel, I let go. Where's my stuff? I did the thing you said. I'm doing all this stuff. Well, how come I'm not getting what I want? I'm doing all this fucking stuff and I'm not getting what I want. So that's why you're not getting it, because that's just reflecting over and over in your reality. It's almost like you're screaming it into an echo chamber, and then you're wondering why that's what you're hearing back. So you need to scream like excellent stuff in order to get excellent stuff back. Julia, I have a video on third party. And also, Julia, you're like, I'm telling you again, you're too focused on your person and not enough on yourself. Like this is what I would, okay, let me just actually, no, let's tell you this. Whatever happens in your specific person's life while you guys are apart, good. I don't care if it's a third party. It doesn't matter what it is, good, because it's exactly what they need to go through in order to be the version of them that you need them to be your ideal partner. And during that exact same time, you will be doing everything that you need to do to be the ideal, to be the match to that ideal partner so that you can maintain the relationship, right? Because your person is a match to you. They are the equivalent match to you. So you have to maintain yourself or your mindset at least at a higher level in order to maintain a higher level version of them, like I was saying earlier. I never went back to thinking that I was like not good enough for any relationship ever. After that night, 15 years ago, and I've told you this guy, I've talked about this before. I've told you guys, like, even obviously I don't want this, but even if my husband cheated on me, I would be fine. I will be fine. And like we have this conversation, it's not a shock. He knows this. Like, but that's part of the self-concept also. Is like I'm not worried that he's gonna go somewhere else. Go have fun because it's gonna be boring and fucking vanilla over there. I guarantee it. And we he's laughing. We have these conversations all the time. I know you're not gonna enjoy being over there. And actually, if you decide that this is too much and you'd rather have go vanilla boring, I want you to go over there. You should. Please do. And I'm gonna be fine. So like there's no part of me that is like worried about him going elsewhere or like worried about what I do if he would. I just like it literally doesn't even, I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't like have any attachment to it. So Dina said enjoy your downgrade. Seriously. Like it's like if that's what you want, if you need that, then like you should go have it because I understand the wild ride that is this. I get that. So I honor you to please go over there and go have what you need because I will have an amazing time over here doing what I'm doing or whatever. So, and if you love vanilla, that's cool too. Like there's no judge. It's just that's not what this is. So he's a match to it. He doesn't want that. He came from fucking, no offense, like boring ass Colorado. I'm a breath of fresh air to him. So we are a match in that way. Again, he is going to match that level of like when I know that no matter what, this is where this is the number one ticket in town, then other people get to feel that. And again, like I never went back on that after that one night. And it also, our relationship has never gone back. He never went back to, like I said, it was a different version of him that I was with before. It was a completely different relationship when we actually got together after that night. It was totally different than it had ever been. And again, it was like, I didn't even know that was like there. I didn't even know that like existed in him. Trice, time to focus on you and just like pour into yourself. Pour all the love that you can into yourself. Hi, Taylor. Dina says, as soon as you know that, they reflect it back. Honestly. And then the thing about it is then you have to continue knowing it. If you know it for like a day or two, then they come reflected back to you and then you start wobbling, then they stop knowing it because you stop knowing it. Missy says, when you become a powerful manifestor, why does it seem as though friends leave by the wayside? The reason why, Missy, is because, I mean, okay, so the three, let's say, well, there's like two, I would say, okay. Energetically, you are on a different wavelength or vibration than they are. And not that it's good or bad. It's just like you are moving into a different space and they're like, usually it's the people that aren't willing to ascend in their life, the people that want to stay stuck, the people that are still doing the same old stuff, right? They don't 3D wise, it's like those kind of people don't like to see you ascend because it highlights the gap between and like it shows that they aren't living up to the potential that they want to be at. So like they project their anger and their hatred and their whatever onto you for ascending because they're not doing it in their life. And so there is a separation because you are ascending on your vibration, or not even ascending. I'm not saying it's better. It's just like a different, again, vibration, wavelength, whatever. And so as you move and they stay the same, that gap widens. And we talked about this on a coaching call because one of our people, I don't know if they're here right now, was like, I've done all this work. Obviously, they've been in my world for a long time. And they were like, I hung out with some old friends and it was like awful. It was like painful. I'm like, yeah, that's the vibration you used to fucking live at. That's why it's so hard to be around those people. That's where you used to just spend every day of your fucking life. In that era of your life, that was what you were. That's why it's so hard. So really understanding that, like, it's okay to leave those people where they are, because when they're ready, they know exactly how to get a hold of you, and you're a perfect model and example of how to ascend to the next level for them, because you'll be there for them, right? You're going to be there for them when they're ready, but it's not your job to make them ready or to like convince them. That's what I had to learn on my journey. T-Max says, how is this all related to cheating, leaving third parties, being rejected or not chosen, etc.? I'm going to say for you, I don't know your story, but like, I feel like the worries, doubts, fears of being rejected, fears of a third party, fears of them leaving, that's what manifests in them leaving. And like thinking that they are going to cheat is not you choosing yourself. Like, go cheat. Like, go cheat. You're like, your life's going to get real fucking cold after that. Like, that, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what you're asking, because can you give me more? I don't understand the correlation to what you're asking. Froggy says, hold on, I gotta screenshot it. Froggy says, where is my thingy? Here we go. Boop, boop. Chat's moving so fast. Let me get it. Okay. It's like catching a little froggy. Okay. I feel like since I'm up leveling majorly, I should go back to 360 modules to double the power. 100%. Please do. Please do. Please do. Yes, yes, yes. Sarah, manifesting healing for someone else. Yes, absolutely. You have to describe them as healed, but also understand that it's not your burden to heal them. Yes, I say call them healed, see them in a healed light, see them fully restored to their healthiest version, but also everything dies. And I just have to say that. Like, it's not your job to stop that for another human or living being. And I think that people put a lot of pressure on themselves as far as manifesting goes when it comes to other people's health, or I mean, like, they're even pets I've seen. And like, yes, of course, there is the version of them that you can see of them being healthy, but also you can't keep everyone and everything alive forever, because it just has nothing to do with your job here on earth. You know what I mean? Like, the part of why God even comes to earth is so that they can die. Like, it's a part of the deal to like live, grow, finish, and end. Because where God is, or where the universe is, or whatever you want to call it, it's all things at all times, forever, infinite. There is no end. There is no beginning. That, like, coming to earth, living and dying is a privilege, and it's not your job, nor it's not even supposed to be part of it for you to like prevent that for other people. Like, obviously we want to hold on and we want to keep everybody in our life as long as possible, but you also need to let go of any sort of pressure on yourself to like maintain that for them, because it's just not what it is. You said your SP keeps leaving you and choosing others over and over. I've been working on myself a lot, but I feel so sad and rejected. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong and why I'm not the one or enough. Okay. First of all, I'm going to put up my specific person workshop, because if you are able to like dive into something, if you're able to invest, I highly suggest my specific person workshop. It will definitely help you with what you're going through. But I can just tell you right now, like, part of it is going to be your history with being not chosen. It's a lot of like what you saw as a child, what you experienced in your past relationships, what you're experiencing now, what you're settling for, what you're affirming, what you're fearing, what you're worrying, what you're doubting. Your whole story is, I'm sad, I'm rejected, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Why am I not enough? That's why. Because what I just said is repeating over and over and over. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? I don't know why. It's not working. It's blah, blah, blah. You're like, I'm doing work, but it's not enough. I'm doing the work, but I'm so sad. I'm doing the work, but I keep not being chosen. Why do you keep affirming that? Your story hasn't changed about who you are and what's happening to you. Hi, Mohammed. The guide. I appreciate you. When you are ready, 360 is here for you. And it really is such a powerful way to kind of control the thoughts and work on your emotions and your triggers and tests and all those things. And I still to this day what I do, and I have not found anything better. I have updated it. I just added a brand new module 9 to it last week. So there's a new lesson. So now it's 9 weeks long. So if you're in 360 and you have not gone and checked out module 9, please do. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and your takeaways. Okay. Thank you, Tiffany. It says, I will always recommend the SP workshop for inner work, not just for SPs, but for inner work in all areas of our lives. The modules are very detailed and so good. Thanks, Tiffany. I appreciate it. Yeah, honestly, the SP workshop is so good. And that's why I'm like, you need to get it. And I have no qualms telling people to get it because you just have, I think everybody needs to take it. It's kind of important. And especially if you're running into a lot of snags in your love life, it 100% will fucking fix that shit for you. The guy says, she also said that she feels rejected. Maybe that's why she's manifesting rejection. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you're just saying, like, everything that you think that you're saying is happening just keeps happening because you keep saying it's happening. You really have to change the story that you say. Julia, thank you. I'm so glad that you're loving the SP workshop. It is really amazing, honestly. It just really gets to all of that stuff that's in the way. Antoinette says, I'm manifesting a new version of myself. How do I get self-discipline and consistency faster? Okay. I'm laughing with the most love in the world because it's almost like what you're asking is like, how do I get to 3:30 p.m. tomorrow faster? You just get there. There is no faster. In order to, if you want to manifest discipline and consistency, that means right this fucking moment, you take an inventory of your thoughts. Are you thinking thoughts that are in alignment with the reality that you want to go to? If not, switch them to the one that is. And then you stay very militant. This is 360 method. Hold on, let me pop this on the thingy, on this QR code. So 360method.co. Antoinette, I'm not sure if you're in 360. But it is about, if you want discipline and consistency fast, it means right this fucking second. It means you don't wait. It's 5:21. It's 5:20. You don't wait till 5:21. You start disciplining yourself now. What's your schedule looking like? What is your thought process? What are you manifesting? What are you working on? How are you taking action? I want you to immediately, right now, begin being the person that is disciplined and consistent. That's the only way to do it fast, is to not wait another fucking second and then to keep doing it, because that's what the consistency is, it's just keep doing it. And honestly, I'm going to tell you guys right now, the key to success in anything is consistency. You literally just keep showing up. You just keep showing up and doing the thing. And then it is a thing. And it's like for me, when I think about my YouTube channel, I have I think there's something like 500 videos or something ridiculous like that on my channel. That's nuts to think about. But you just keep doing it, right? You just keep showing up. You just keep putting your offers out there. You just keep writing your music. You just keep working on your book. You just keep showing up in your business. You just keep posting online. You just keep going live. You just keep selling. You just keep doing it. Missy, thank you so much. I so appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Miss Mary, I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. Much love to you, Missy. I thank you. Creating Company says, you just keep selling, you just keep doing it. I needed that. It's I think we make everything so much harder than it is. You know, like to be I don't know. I'm just gonna say a YouTuber because I'm on YouTube right now. To be a YouTuber or whatever, if you want that, you just put your content up and you keep turning on your camera and you keep putting it up and you keep putting up. And like no matter how many people watch it, no matter how many people join your live stream, you still keep going. You still keep going and you just keep doing it. And you don't judge yourself on the number of people or the amount of sales or the amount of money or whatever. You judge, not judge, but you celebrate yourself by continuing to show up and continuing to hold the standard that you want to live by, the version of you that you want to be. In the version of you where you are an author, let's say, I know a lot of people in my audience are authors. What do authors do? They write and they publish their books. Are you living up to that standard? Are you putting your stuff out there? Are you a musician? Are you making music? Are you in the studio? Are you writing lyrics? Are you working on your vocals? Are you doing guitar lessons? Are you performing? What are you doing to maintain the standard of who you said you wanted to be? And that goes, with this thing about manifesting fast. If you want to manifest fast, understand what that is required of you is for you to step into the role of your next level self now, today. And let's shine some light on that, because if you're not in your next level yet, it is 100% because you aren't fully acting or thinking up to the standards of that version yet. And it's no shade. It's not anything judgy. It's just black and white. It's a mirror. Hi, Jesse. If you want to be in a different reality, or you want to be a different version of yourself, you must act in accordance with that version, period. It's the only way to do it. And it's exactly how you're manifesting this reality now. You're acting exactly like this version of yourself. Missy, I love it. Missy says, let's all be fucking badass queens, happy, healthy, rich, and beautiful. Everyone wants to be in our space and they rise to our same vibration. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's totally the vibe. Congratulations, Jessie, on your new chapter. That's awesome. And I love that you're letting yourself move into the next version of who you are and just trusting that it's exactly what you need to go to your next level, to be the next version of yourself that you want to be. Kim, I so appreciate you. Thank you. Tristan says, I want friends in my life who manifest and believe in self-growth. Then you have them. Start saying you have them. Hi, Kalani. Hi, babe. Lauren says, there's such a disconnect in manifesting versus 3D change. It's almost like we back down from manifesting because it's too magical, but not 3D because it's physical and something we can see. Yeah, absolutely. And, it is easier to believe in what you can see versus believing in something that you can't see. That makes so much sense, and that's okay. However, once you start to understand that there is more, and there is so much more that you can't see, and there is so much power within you. All right, I see you. You can't ignore it. You can't unring the bell. So, all right, I'm going to give you a little bit of quantum physics knowledge. So you've probably heard about the holographic universe, how the nature of space-time is holographic. You may not know that our brains are also holographic in that they are receiving information from somewhere else, and then they are projecting a hologram of that outwardly, okay? The brain is like taking in this information, this message of what reality is supposed to look like for you, and then it's projecting outwardly. Your eyes, all your five senses are designed to make you believe that this is all real. It feels real, it smells real. You can taste it, touch it, feel it, see it, whatever, right? But it's all an illusion. It's all empty space. It's all energy. So in a hologram, if you were to, like, let's say that there was a piece of film or whatever that had a hologram imprinted on it. If you were to break that hologram up into a bunch of little pieces, every single piece of the hologram would contain the entire image that is on the whole thing. So even when you break it into parts, every single part contains the information of the entire whole. The same as with your brain. When they remove parts of your brain, even the part of your brain that stores memory, or where they think memory is located, or what it stimulates, where memories are stimulated in your brain, they remove that. People still have their memories because it is non-centrally located, okay? There's not a specific place where memories are because the brain is a hologram. And because of that, and because you are projecting this information from somewhere else, the hologram for reality is already like in your awareness. All you have to do is change your perception of where you're looking. And it's kind of like how I can look at this crystal from this perspective and it looks like this, but if I were to move it like this and look at it from here, it looks completely different. I might think this is a completely new reality. This looks like, oh, look at, it's murky, it's dense, I can't see through it. Oh, hell no, I don't want that. Up like this, ooh, shiny, shiny, pretty. Look, you can see through that. You can see all the inclusions, and beautiful. From an outsider's perspective, I may think, again, this is two completely separate realities, but it's all of the same whole, okay? So basically that's kind of happening with reality. You're viewing your reality like this when you could view it like this, 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 because every portion of it contains the possibility of the whole, or it contains all of the whole within it. So there is all of this like scientific shit going on that has nothing to do with magic or like fairy realm shit or whatever. Like, this is what's actually happening and how reality is being put together. You are perceiving, you are taking a transmission from wherever the fuck it's coming from. You are putting it through your little hologram machine and you're projecting a visual image of it outward. And then you're living your entire life as if this is the most important thing ever. However, all possibilities are being broadcasted. You're just tuned into or looking at the murky one when you could be looking at the sparkly one. Deja, I'm so glad that resonated with you. I've been reading. I finally started to like sit down and actually read Holographic Universe cover to cover, because I just would just like flip through and read excerpts from it. But now I'm like reading the whole thing from start to finish. So shit's quite fascinating. And I love the science of it because I am a practical bitch. And I know I teach about like spiritual shit and manifesting and all this esoteric information, but I am a rational, logical bitch. So I like to understand the science behind it, because then it's like, oh, okay, well, that's how it's working. That's easy. I just have to make sure that I train myself to look at reality like this, like a shiny crystal, versus through like this like murky view or whatever. Mohammed, what's your question? Oh, the guide Tara says, 360 method helped me stop complaining. Yes, I love it. Any tips for having a great day applying 360? Maybe start with meditation and end with scripting. Sometimes I forget to stay on top of my thoughts. Yeah, so I start every day with meditation and end every day with scripting. Those are like my non-negotiables. I have to meditate. Pitchfork Patty, hello. It is a requirement. If I don't meditate, am not happy. I don't enjoy myself. I don't enjoy my life. And to be real honest, it's just takes me back to like my old energy we were talking about earlier of like that low vibration of like where you used to sit and where you used to be, how you used to feel, like that kind of negative vibe. That's what I feel like if I don't meditate. And so it, to me, like I just can't. I feel like it's my job and my duty to meditate every day because, well, for me, it's like I'm setting an example and it is my business, and I have to lead. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to lead by example and I have to do it myself. So there is a level of like, well, I have to meditate every day. There's just no way. Like it's my job. But it also is the difference between nothing in my life working and everything in my life working. And like that dramatically. Because when I'm not meditated, it feels like nothing in my fucking life is working. And you know that energy, it doesn't fucking work and I hate it and everything's hard. Blah, blah, blah. What does that do? It just manifests that. So when I have meditated, I'm able to reach that higher vibration or whatever level of myself and stay there as well. And so Cena's like, oof. And it's the truth though. And honestly, like I just, you know, I've been at this for so long that I've gone through all these different versions of like my schedule or my routine. And what I've noticed is the days that I skip meditation or, you know, if I don't have time or whatever, not good. Not good. And it's so fast. It goes right back to my old self really, really fast. And the analogy of it is like, it's like, okay, meditating in the morning is like you have a 4-story house to vacuum and you plug it in on the first floor before you start vacuuming. Meditating in the afternoon is like you vacuum your house, but you don't plug that thing in until you get to the second floor. And so the first half of your house is crumbly and nasty. And then the second half of your day gets to be nice, okay? Meditating just at night, not doing anything in the morning is like vacuuming your whole house with it never plugged in. What is the point? It's just such an expenditure of energy and a frustration. Yeah, and or like, you know, it's like you if you were making toast and you did not plug your toaster in, you would not wonder why shit is still bread. The toaster won't even fucking stay down. The toaster won't even go without being plugged in first. Yet you're going around your whole life not plugging in. Lauren, when cleaning out old stuff, do you see your clients have dreams about things they fear? I'm in a state of revision and hope I'm not going to try to say it. And every time I get here, this happens. Yes. And like, it is so normal for when you are trying to move through a new level for old fears, worries, doubts to come to the surface. That is a good thing. When they come to the surface, it's almost like, this is the analogy. Imagine you had people staying at your house. They want to leave. You want them to leave. They go to get to the front door and you're like, I'm not going to let you out the front. I'm not letting you out. You need to stay. Get back to the basement. Fuck you. Get down to the basement, shut the door, and turn the lights out. I don't want to hear a peep from you, but you need to stay down there. You're not getting out. Because like your eye, like crying is like opening your front door and letting them the fuck out. Bye. See you never. You worn out your welcome. Goodbye. Let it out. It's a good thing. So I see, and okay, let's go back to this idea even from the beginning of this chat of manifesting fast. The recoil. When you are moving into a new level, you're manifesting something different. There is that, again, it's like if you were to fire something that goes boom, that's all I'm gonna say. There's a recoil after that initial. I have a bunch of rings on, it's hard for me to snap. After that initial pow, you know what I'm saying? Your arm gets like thrown back. A recoil from the energy, right? What is it? I thought you were going to say something scientific. He said the pew pew. Exactly. The recoil from the pew pew. So you have to be able to prepare and guide yourself and hold yourself through the quote unquote negative stuff, whether that's dreams, whether it's negative stuff coming up in your meditation, whether it's fears coming up in your mind, whether it's things that you don't like manifesting in your 3D. Even if those things happen, the vibe is cool. Bring it on. Thank you. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. Didn't realize that needed to happen for me to get to my next level, but okay. You are allowing. Because if you hold back on it, it's like someone's trying to leave your house and you're not letting them leave out the front door. It's like very weird energy. And then you're like, well, why won't they leave? And it's like, maybe get the fuck out of the way so they can. Froggy says, I feel like scripting makes you extra prepared for the manifestation and it comes quicker. So let's talk about scripting more, because we talked about meditation, and that's what I do in the morning, because I believe it's best to set myself up in the morning. And I also do a little bit of scripting because I do journaling while I meditate as well. And then at night I script basically my affirmations of my desires and where I want to go. And ooh, Miss Moon Baby, you said the Let Go kit has been helping you. Yay! I'm so excited to hear that. Please tell me more. Please tell me more. Give me some deets. So with scripting, it helps me remind myself of where I'm going. I like to just to me, it's like I'm setting up the world that I'm going to live in the next day. And I'm reminding myself of the affirmations of the world that I want to live in, the version that I am. And then I'm taking the affirmations of my chosen reality to bed with me. And that's what I'm thinking of, the last things I'm thinking of before I go to bed. So that now, and this is something that I don't know, honestly. I don't know if when you shut off to sleep, you stop manifesting, or if you continue manifesting whatever that vibration, whatever that thing was that you left off on. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answers to fucking everything. However, either way, let me set myself up for success, because if I'm going to be manifesting all night long on that vibration, cool. Let me set you up. This is what we're manifesting for the next 6, 7, 8 hours, whatever. If it's that my manifesting power turns off, and then when I wake up, I'm back at where I left off, either way, great, because that's where I want to start the day off of, is exactly right, that energy, and then go straight into it. And then that's 360 method as well, is like setting yourself up. I call it bookending your day, beginning and end of your day, to have your vibration or your story or whatever manifestation at the level where you want to be, and not where you're naturally feeling. Because I don't wake up just yeah, let's really fucking do it. But I make myself talk that way and think that way because I fucking can, and I'm an adult and I can choose my thoughts. I am a Scorpio. For those asking. No, I didn't just say that for no reason. Someone asked in the chat. And by the way, I'm a Scorpio. Elena, to answer your question. Oh my gosh. Miss Moon Baby, I love it. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany says Roxy's scripting workshop is so good. It's gold. Gold, even better. I scripted things I did not even know existed, and they showed up in my reality. It's like magic, deliberate alchemy. So good. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate it. Tam, I'm so glad you've been enjoying Module 9 of 360. I was so excited to share it just because it's been so amazing to kind of take the power of 360 and move it into the next horizon and really take control of your reality and deliberately move through next level after next level after next level, because it does get hard and it does get trying. And it is kind of like, man, I got to go through another test. I got to go through something else again. I got to react to my 3D reality again. But the answer is yeah, because that's what life is. And life is always going to give you opportunities to either be your ideal self or be your current self, or worse, or anything in between. There's no judgment, because you could do any of it. Like we said, the hologram contains information for all of the entire whole, not just the piece that you're looking at. So at any moment, you can step into the energy of, the mindset of a different version of yourself, and then continue making yourself step into it, step into it, step into it, step into it over and over again, over and over again. That's 360 method. You consciously choose to manifest yourself as your ideal version over and over and over and over and over. And then two things happen. One, you start to manifest that, obviously. And two, you then make that a habit. And so it becomes easier to just manifest whatever you want, because choosing which version you want to be becomes second nature. So 360method.co. The guide tarot. Yeah, alchemy. Humans turn ideas into objects. That is alchemy. Transforming elements into other elements. Absolutely. Okay, so yay, Lauren, I'm so excited. You said Mindset Monday is always the best vibe. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's actually making me grateful for my tests, because I wouldn't have grown. Absolutely. That's the other thing. It's like people seem to want to avoid the test so bad because it's quote unquote negative, but you're not going to get to the thing that you actually want without going through that test moment. And like, they're not that hard. Your test is not that hard. All that's going to happen, you're going to be confronted with something in your reality that is either going to give you the opportunity to where you're going to want to naturally say, "Oh no, it's not working," or "Oh shoot, that's not good." Or it could be something, it could be a good test, quote unquote, and you still have to maintain it. Cool, yes, everything's working out. You choose that no matter what happens in your 3D reality, you choose that it's working out for yourself. That's all a test is. Even if it looks like the worst, biggest fear you have coming true, cool, great, thank you. I see this working out in my favor. That's all it is. And yes, there's going to be the physical, visceral reaction in your body, like the actual feelings of it. And that's why we do 360 method, because we allow the body to feel how it feels, but it does not take the mindset away. It does not move the mindset. I don't care how I feel, my mindset stays the same. And this is what moves you through reality to reality to reality very fast, is allowing yourself to feel however you feel, but still continuing on the path of where you want to go. Sanam, welcome. Julia, you're talking about meditation. You might want to check out my Epic Meditations training. So I dive really deep into how I meditate and how I connect with whatever. I mean, God, the Akasha strain, infinite intelligence. You could even call it that transmission from the hologram where all of the information is stored. That my Epic Meditations training, I don't think I have a QR code to put on the screen. I don't. But if you DM me, I can send you the link to it. It's also available at roxytalks.com. But I dive deep into how I allow myself to connect and receive messages and get information, because I do it every single day. Okay. So we're going to do, let's see, my homework for you guys this week. Homework. Tell me what you're struggling with. And I'll make a homework that feels like it works for everybody's deal. Brittany, check out my manifesting a house video. It's so funny that I was thinking about today. I was like, man, I might need to watch my video again, because I'm gearing up to maybe move into a new place. I'm like, I should watch my video again so I can get to the energy of it. The guide tarot says homework could be about meditating daily this week. Two things. I always try to make everybody meditate daily, but you're right. Okay, so Andrew. Andrew, I like Andrew's vibe. He said, I'm struggling with not killing it all the time. Yes, that's the vibe, honestly. Carolyn says, letting go. Thank you, Carolyn, for your kind words. I appreciate you. Alchemist is manifesting as an autistic an ADHD person. I have ADHD myself. So, and I have clients that are autistic. So I get it. And, like there is a, as with all things in life, sometimes it's a little bit of an uphill battle, but it's 100% possible. And I actually, my 360 method I made without realizing, because it's before I was diagnosed. I made it basically to combat ADHD because I didn't realize that that's why my thoughts were all over the fucking place all the time. Like speeding trains, 100 speeding trains going in all these different directions. So 360 method was literally designed by a neurodivergent brain to control thoughts for the neurodivergent brain. So I think it works for non-neurodivergent people, but it definitely works for the neurodivergees out there. Because I feel you and solidarity, and we're here and we got this. There 360 method, if you want to check out the program itself, it's the little QR code on the screen. Otherwise, there's a 360 video. There's actually a couple 360 videos on my YouTube channel you can check out, especially if you're brand new to it. Linda, I love it, says you manifested your guy by doing the 360 method. Awesome. I love it. Tristan, happy birthday. Stop demanding and trying so hard and just be the person that has rings coming to them. Froggy says 360 has helped my past mental illness as well. Thank you, Froggy. Julia, it helps you with your OCD. Yeah, to manifest too. Yeah, honestly, and that's the thing too, because I have clients with OCD, and a lot of like what 360 is also the techniques that sometimes people with OCD will use, and this shit works. And it's because we're just using what the human body does naturally. Basically, like 360 method is a way to use self-hypnosis and self-concept to manifest your reality on autopilot. So again, if you're somebody that is, you deal with like racing thoughts or overthinking or anything like that, 360 definitely designed for you. Missy, there's free 360 videos on YouTube. Actually, if you go to my channel, it should be the first video that's like hanging out up top, if the YouTube thing's set up right. Okay. Soul full of cherries. I feel you. I understand. The guy says, I struggle to remember to apply 360 method during the day. So I feel you. And like literally that's why I created it, because I had to make myself remember every day. And so that's why I wake up in the morning and I read first thing. Then I put on affirmations while I'm like making my coffee and doing that kind of stuff. Then I meditate, and then I go into, my work. And I listen to affirmation music I listen to affirmations or like meditation music or positive content throughout the day, because I also need to keep my thoughts on track. And then I've also practiced over and over watching. It's the awareness and discipline. It's the cornerstones of 360 method, watching my thoughts and then switching them when they need to be switched every time. And that in itself becomes its own habit, and then it becomes way easier. And that's why, again, I say, like, I'm using what the brain already does. We already know how to make a habit. You already know how to decide something and then switch your thoughts about it. We're trying to basically hack the system that's already in place. And that's why this works, because once you can change the message that's going on in here, the delivery system takes care of like disseminating it throughout your mind, throughout your body, into your reality. Okay, homework is about consistency. So, and we asked about meditation. I know, Shantae, I'm right there with you. I'm like, I'm trying not to go negative either. So what I want to do is I actually do want to give you a meditation challenge. I want to give you, oh, okay. All right. If you are somebody who does not meditate, if you're somebody that's like not a seasoned meditator, I'm going to challenge you to meditate and sit through for a half an hour every day this week. The earlier, the better, because again, it's like plugging in your toaster before you toast the bread. It just makes no sense. Vacuuming your house before you vacuum, you're just going to waste energy without meditating first, okay? So if you are somebody that does not normally meditate, you've never meditated, or it's not something that you do every day, I'm going to challenge you to meditate half an hour every single day this week. And I'll even give you, actually, and it's not even my meditation. I have some meditations on my channel you can absolutely use. However, there is a meditation on a channel called Rising Higher Meditation. I'm only going to say this once. So if you don't hear it, go back to my YouTube channel and rewind the shit and listen. The timestamp is at 1 hour, 21 minutes in, okay? Rising Higher Meditation is the channel. The meditation is called Meet Your Spirit Guides. It is like 5 to 6 years old. The cover of the video is like a mountain scene with like an angel kind of person floating above, and the color scheme is like soft blues and purples, okay? If you've never meditated before or you're not really well versed in it, I challenge you to do that specific meditation every single day for the next week, okay? And listen, I'm telling you to go listen to someone else's meditation. This is how important meditation is, okay? I'm not even telling you to do my meditation. I want you to go do this one because that one is fucking excellent, okay? That meditation unlocked so much for me. And then I was able to make my own kind of method and system out of it. And so that's what I do every day. So if you are not a normal, regular meditator, you're Froggy. Oh my God, Froggy. Did you hear my cat meow? Oh my God. Sorry. Froggy goes, my cat says hello to you all. And I was just about to say, Froggy, hello to your cat. And as soon as I said your name, my cat meowed. So, anyways, that was fun. Fly Girl, you like that one too, isn't it? It's so good. It's such a good meditation. Okay, so if you've never meditated or you're not normally not used to it, a half an hour every day. If you want a suggestion for the meditation, I'll say it one more time. Rising Higher Meditation is the channel on YouTube. The meditation itself is called Meet Your Spirit Guides. It is about 5 to 6 years old. The cover has a mountainscape with like an angel floating above. Do that meditation every day for a week, okay? That's if you don't meditate. If you have meditated before, if you are a seasoned meditator, my challenge for you this week is 1 hour every day. The earlier the better. And I would suggest, if you can, doing it with no guide. So I listen to just meditation music when I meditate, just like the tones, and I take myself through my own process, which if my Epic Meditations training, roxytalks.com if you want to know more about that. However, your homework this week, meditate every single day for a week straight. If you are an unseasoned or a new meditator, you're going to go for a half an hour every day. And I suggested a meditation. If you're just now joining us, rewind the live stream to 1:21 is the time. So 1 hour and 21 minutes is the timestamp. If you are someone that is a seasoned meditator, I challenge you to meditate 1 hour every single day this week. And I challenge you to do it unguided. So a blank meditation track, just search up meditation music. There's fucking thousands on YouTube. I mean, just so much. Find a blank meditation track, close your eyes, count backwards. Imagine yourself on some stairs, count yourself down. And when you get to the bottom, you can pick any number to start back from. When you get to the bottom, imagine either you're in a garden. Imagine that you are in a Google search bar. Imagine that your loved ones that have passed over are coming to greet you. Imagine that you're I'm trying to think of some of the ones I've done. I've been at a beach. Sometimes I walk and like I go down into a pool, like they're like pool steps and I'm like in water and I'm floating. Sometimes I go into like a forest. Sometimes I go to like a garden and there's a bunch of animals around. A lot of times my dog Leo comes today. He came in. Oh, you guys want to hear some shit? Let me just tell you guys. I have to tell you this real fast because then I have to go because it's time. Because it's past my time. So today in my meditation, I was walking myself down. And I got to the bottom of the steps and I was greeted by my dog, Leo. And he passed away a couple years ago and he was my baby, my firstborn child. And it was really hard and it was really sad. And I had a moment and I was crying and I had to like do some forgiveness work on myself and whatever. So my husband was just like doing his thing around the house. Later, he comes up to me and he goes, "What spirit were you channeling when you were like crying?" And I was just like, looked at him and I was like, "Leo." And he's like, "I thought so." He's like, "He came up and licked my face." So my husband was like in the kitchen making some coffee and he like felt like a tickling on his nose. And he had just seen a TikTok that said spirits or entities will like tickle your nose or whatever to like make themselves known. And so he made that connection. And then immediately Leo, he said like he had a vision of Leo licking his face. And so I was like, this shit is real. Okay, this shit is real. I was fully like, he came to both of us today and without any connection, we had no idea. So like really getting into the space of just allowing information and energy to come through. This shit's real. It's crazy. So we had like a physical confirmation today and it was really sweet. And then after that I started crying even more because I was like, it's real. He was really here. But it was really amazing. So I always am like talking to my loved ones or talking to God or talking to entities of people who are here on earth, people that have passed. And just really finding just any sort of inspiration and internal love and motivation that you can every single day. I literally can't stress enough how important it is to do this every single day, every single day, every single day. And I have let my pledge be enough to inspire you that I pledge to myself that I'll never skip a day again, ever again for the rest of my life. Ever, 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 ever. So because it's that important, because it's that life-changing, because the difference in who I am is so drastic that I would rather sit down in meditation every single day for the rest of my life than not. Jessie says, "I love this bedtime story." Yeah, I love it. It's so perfect. Everybody's going to sleep now. Dina says, "I love crying during meditation. It feels so healing." Yeah, and I like emptied out all these stores of like self-forgiveness. I was just like, empty it all out. Let it all out. And it was like all these like cages of water. And I just kind of like opened up the gates and just let it all come out and just let it all fall out and just forgave myself for everything. And, I did my best. And I think we all did. Maya says that's a big commitment for people who don't meditate. I'm not asking you to commit for your the rest of your life yet. I mean, I'm suggesting you do, but I'm asking you for 7 days. So try it for 7 days and see how different your life is. Maya, that's why I described the time and the thumbnail. All right, everybody. It's about time for me to jump off. Sana, you said learning about the spirit world helps you with the physical, with the manifestation. Yeah, check out the holographic Universe book. It is like kind of a textbook, but it's really, really interesting and mind blowing. And again, like the more you understand the science of it, the easier it is to grasp what's happening and also how to control your manifestations because you understand the mechanisms that are at play. Oh, here's the book. Thanks, babe. This book. Holographic Universe by Michael Talbot. Very, very good and interesting book. Okay. Yeah, and then if you're in real fast, I just want to say this. Big Beautiful Dreams Club. Coy, I'm so glad that you got what you needed. Big Beautiful Dreams Club. We are, first of all, we're having a group coaching call on Wednesday. This is our first time having an actual group coaching call. Usually we do Q&As, but this time I'll be bringing you on the Zoom to do coaching. Here's the other thing. I'm also switching up the Big Beautiful Dreams Club, and it's now going to be not just about manifesting career. I'm going to widen it up to be manifesting your dream life in all areas. And it's basically going to be our manifestation support group. Okay. So I feel like this is like what people really actually need from me is like we have the club. It's going to be low cost. It is going to be more than BBD club. So if you're in BBD now, stay if you want to keep that price. If you want to be in the manifestation support group, that's not going to be the name of it. We're keeping it Big Beautiful Dreams Club, but it is essentially going to be the manifestation support group. There will be a monthly coaching call with me, a Zoom call where you'll be able to get coaching and ask me your questions. And then, of course, there's the community support. There will be programs and trainings and things that are inside of the group as well, just like it is now. But again, we're opening it up to where it's not just career focused, but it's going to be focused on your whole life. And then it'll be monthly coaching. Let me get this. Actually, let's put this up while we're talking about it. Monthly coaching. So right now it's $59 a month if you sign up before it switches over to the new thing. There will probably be an introductory price, but when it goes to the full regular price, it's going to be $99 a month. So even at that, it's still a freaking steal. There's going to be a bunch of trainings in there. There'll be new stuff added all the time. And then we'll have a coaching call every month. Again, it's going to be $99 a month for a place to go for manifestation support that's always going to be there for you and helping you level up. And it just feels like this is like exactly where I'm supposed to be headed and what it's going to do. So I really see this as being a place where we can kind of bring all of our people together and have that community like we do inside the individual trainings. But then it's just like this one hub spot that we've got, and then we come together every month. Yay, Shantae's like, I love the Zoom calls. So that's Big Beautiful Dreams Club, and then the QR code's on the screen as well. $59 a month now, and then when it switches over, it'll be at full price. It'll be $99, and that'll probably be happening in the next like few weeks or so. But we're already kind of switching over within Big Beautiful Dreams Club. So this week we have a coaching call in like 2 days, 48 hours on Wednesday. Oh, Shantae, I'm glad that you like the idea of encompassing all of manifestation. Yeah. And because I just wanted to open up the scope a little bit more and not have to have such a narrow focus on it. Yay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Such good energy. The guide, should meditation be right after waking up or can it be during the day? My belief, like I like to do it after I've had coffee, but not before I pick up my phone. Or excuse me, but before I pick up my phone. So the sweet spot is after coffee so that my mind is awake a little bit. And I read first. So read, coffee, meditation, then phone. And I really, really try not to pick up my phone or touch my phone before I meditate, because then it's just like, then I let the whole fucking world in, and it's then there's all that, like then my meditation's a lot more of like, I'm thinking more than I am receiving, and then it's kind of just, I'd rather receive as much as possible. Or converse. Yes, Tam. So many big bold moves in 2024. Call back. I love it. Okay. Is the music video coming next month? Maybe. I had the nudge to record another scene for it, so now I have to because it didn't feel finished, because it's like the music video has been like 80% done for pretty much since I filmed it. Like I've literally had it where it's at since maybe September of last year, and it's just been sitting and it just does not feel done. And so they showed me another scene. So now I'm going to go, I'm going to go film another scene for it, but it's okay. Cause I feel like it is exactly what it needs. It's the culmination of it. So new final scene of the music video is going to be filmed. Working on really like, what do I want to say about this? I am going in a bit of a different direction with the music. So it's been fun. And I've been like really diving into it and working in the studio every single day. So shit is coming. I know I've been saying that for 4 fucking years, but like it's happening. Thank you for fucking asking and caring and giving a shit. Okay. All right. Like I could seriously sit on these calls all freaking day. But I can't because now we have to go do a photo shoot. I just have to go do a photo shoot. Oh my God. But we're doing photos for some new stuff that is coming, some new exciting stuff. And for some reason, this just makes me want to say to everybody right now, please follow your dreams and do the things that you love to do. And nobody has to get it. Like the people in your life don't have to get it. There are strangers on the internet that care about what you're doing, okay? Because, I mean, you're not strangers anymore, but at some point, Tiffany, you were a stranger, you know, and like you care. Shantae, you were a stranger at some point. Dina, you were a stranger at some point. And, you know, like you guys actually give a shit about me and what I'm doing and my passion, my art. Like you can't pay for that. So like this, and again, this kind of comes back to that consistency is just you keep showing up, you know, like you guys show up because I show up. And honestly, a lot of the times I show up because I know you guys are going to show up and you keep me coming. So Julia, I so appreciate you. And I love you guys. Like you are my people. And again, I just want to, what they want me to tell you is you have that. And all of the stuff that you love to do and that you want to do, there are people out there that are going to ask you every week where your fucking album is because they actually care and they actually want to hear it. And yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as that. There's not even haters. They're just lovers with sassy attitudes. Just do your thing and put it out there and let the people enjoy it. Let the people appreciate the work that you do and the art that you make and your creations, because that they're there, you know, and just as much as you love the stuff that you consume and the music that you love and the books that you read and the videos that you watch, the people love you and your content that way as well. So thank you, Miss Moon Baby. I so appreciate you. And again, like it's always so hard to, it's so easy to get off these calls. It's very much like no, you hang up vibes because just such good energy here, such good people. Julia, I so appreciate you and I thank you. And the real trick to living your dreams is literally just to do the stuff that you want to do. And it feels like there's like always this like gatekeeping thing, but honestly, if you just start doing things, you can just make stuff. You could just like put your own album out. You could record your own music. You could write your own book and print it. You could fucking literally start making clothes and producing them yourself. It's a lot easier than they make it seem. I mean, it takes the work and it takes the time and it takes the dedication and the consistency, but like you can just do it. You can just do the thing you want to do. You can just do the thing you want to do. And I hope that I'm a testament to that. Like in my 40 years on the planet so far, like I really just do whatever the fuck I want. And that's why we're sitting here. Because I was like, I'm going to do a channel and I'm going to start a business and I'm going to help people with these words and I'm going to fucking talk till I'm blue in the face and exhaust everybody's ears talking about this shit. And here we are. It's been like 5 years since Mindset Monday started and we're still doing this. And I'm here, like we said, because you're here because I'm here. And we get to create and have this symbiotic relationship where we're all here focused on living the best life that we can. Does it get any better than that? Like what else is that? What else is there besides not hitting your lights? So thank you everybody for being here, and just love you guys. I love you for being a part of every single person that's here. I love you for being a part of our community, and we really just have the best community, the most welcoming and kind and supportive people. So thank you for being here. Ja, it's time. You came on just... That's so crazy. That message must have been for you, because I just felt compelled to say that in that moment. And you came on right at that time. And I'm literally about to jump off the live. So you better go start making your music now, today, right this moment. I don't care if you don't even have a fucking tambourine to shake. You better start doing a melody into your phone recorder. Start now, because that stuff is moving through you. It's being transmitted to you. So like, do it the honor of letting it be heard on earth. That's why it chose you. The timing was crazy because you manifested it, and I manifested it because I felt it. You have 24 songs. Put them out. 2 albums. I see 2 12-song albums. I'm seeing, okay, one of them looks like, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like one's like night and day or dark and light. I'm seeing like duality. One's this and then one's that. And it's like the daytime stuff and then the nighttime stuff. I don't know if that even resonates, but I see them on two things where they're filtered into 2 different separate channels. One's the light album and one's the dark album. So I don't know if that resonates or not, but that's just what I saw. Hooey! Sanam, I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad we're all here, and let's just fuck it up this week and do the thing, okay? Don't be scared. Put out, yay, Tam's like, I'm about to go right. Please do, Tam. Josh says, you got it perfectly. I'm going to cry. Because I'm fucking psychic, okay? Just kidding. Peak Gemini season energy. Oh my God, yes, totally. Excuse me. Oh my God. The throat chakra, yes. The switch bitch. I can see that. That's so funny. Yes, so it's there for you. Nicole, I'm so excited. He said, joined at the end. I'm enjoying BBD so much. Yay, Nicole. I'm so glad you're loving it. And we're about to switch into, like, take BBD Club into the next highest gear. So you joined at the perfect time. And then we have our coaching call on Wednesday. So yeah, Moon Baby, go meditate, everybody. So don't forget, your homework this week is to do... Tiffany, I love it. So are you, bitch. You are psychic too. We need to talk, by the way, Tiffany, you and I, we need an update. We have a conversation to have. Ja, I'm so excited that you joined right at the perfect time. Yes, Kara's like, I'm gonna go do my website. Yeah, fuck yes. Yes, okay, because this energy is fucking motivated even for me. I'm like, I'm gonna go do my photo shoot. We're gonna get the best pictures ever. Fuck yeah. Okay, everybody, you have another homework to do something amazing for yourself. Even if you're going to sleep tonight, script before you go to bed or something, and then like do some cool shit for yourself. If you have some time left in the day, do something amazing for yourself. This week, your homework is, for those who are new to meditating, you're gonna meditate half an hour every day this week. Rewind to 1 hour and 21 minutes into the timestamp on, or fast forward, however you're looking at it, the live stream on YouTube, where I describe exactly what meditation to use if you are new and you have no idea how to meditate or where to start. I mentioned it at 1 hour and 21 minutes, the timestamp. If you are a seasoned manifester, your homework this week is to meditate for an hour every single day to a blank meditation track to guide yourself through it. And the earlier, the better. The earlier in the day, the better, simply because the later you go, it's like vacuuming half of your house without the vacuum plugged in. It's just a waste of energy when you could plug in first and then fucking charge the fuck up and get everything done. So what a freaking amazing live stream. I'm so excited. This is so good. So Tiffany says, oh, your guides have more for me. Oh, we need to talk. Because the stuff they said last time is like underway. So I'm just excited. So, okay, everybody, I love you. And if you're just now joining, thank you so much for joining. Head to my YouTube channel and watch this from the beginning because we've had such an amazing live stream. This was so good. It's in the Mindset Monday playlist. Okay. All right. All right. I can't say on anymore. I love you guys. I can't even look at the chat anymore. I love you guys so much. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. I'll see you next week. Bye.